What's it up, baby? You already know this. The big boss, how boss now K-Po through the dope. He'll touch his boxing. So it was a great weekend of boxing, man. We had a lot of fights. It was a lot to pick from. I mean, you had Ryan Garcia against the African dude, which nobody really cared about that. I mean, some people did. I didn't care. Not gonna lie to you. And y'all not gonna really hear me talk about Ryan Garcia that much. You know what I'm saying? That's just my, how I feel about it. So yeah, Ryan Garcia fight. You had Triple G. He fought this weekend, and now we're gonna talk about the fight of the year candidate, which is Erickson Lubin versus Fundora. That was a great back and forth fight. Lubin showed a lot of heart. He just was getting caught with too much, man. And Coach Cunningham did a great job of taking care of his fighter and stopping the fight. I do think Lubin at a point was just trying to survive, but I don't think it would have ended well if he would have kept going. You know what I mean? I think he probably would have got slipped. I mean, Fundora just was consistent. You know what I mean? And I mean, truthfully, like, what do you do against a guy like that? Only thing I can see maybe working is, either you look to counter, or you just have a peekaboo style. You stay on the inside and you pivot, and you turn them. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I can think of that will work. Like, you go to the body, jab to the body, head movement, working the jab, getting inside, more of a peekaboo style jab to the body, get inside, work, and just stay in his chest and keep him in the corner, for the duration of the round. I mean, he could do something like that, but because with Fundora, what he was doing with Lubin was he was catching Lubin on the inside with those uppercuts, and then he was catching Lubin as Lubin was, exiting. You know what I mean? So, the dude arms is long. He was like elastic man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, that boy arms is off the chain, bro. Like, so, I think it was a good stoppage. You know what I mean? Erickson Lubin has nothing to hang his hat over. He fought a good fight. But this definitely was a fight of the year candidate. Like, now as it pertains to Fundora, do I think he'll get that Charlo fight? I don't think Charlo will fight him. And I don't think it's because Charlo was afraid of him. I just think, I think the kid is like, I don't think he got, I could be wrong. Somebody I think he got 20 fights, or he may not even have 20 fights yet. I don't see Charlo fighting him. You know what I mean? That's just what I think. I think if Charlo, beats Brian Castano, which I'm picking him to do, I don't see him fighting him. I see Charlo possibly moving up to 160. That's just what I feel. You know what I mean? I think Charlo gonna go up to 160 and, start campaigning up there. But I don't see Charlo fighting Fundora. And if they were to fight, I think Charlo could beat him. I think it'll be tough because, like I say, it's the length. You know what I mean? Now, Charlo does have power. And he would have to, like I said, I can think of working on this Fundora kid as more of a peekaboo style. Kind of like what Mike Tyson did, where you just got to use a jab. But while you're using the jab, your head is offline. And also you're changing the angle that you're at as well as you're working inside. You know what I mean? And you will have to go to this kid's body. Like I said, Fundora is not a defensive guy. His defense actually not that good, but you know, he don't really got to worry about that because he's taller than everybody in his division. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. You know, I would still pick Charlo in that fight, but I think it'll be tough. It's going to be a tough fight, you know what I'm saying? Because of the kid's height. And, you know what I'm saying? Like I keep saying, man, like, he could catch you on the inside, which is his specialty, or he could catch you while you're exiting. You know what I mean? Because his arms are so long. So you got to be, like, defensively responsible. You know what I mean? Looking to catch, you know, a parry or just like I say, back this guy in the corner and work. You know what I mean? So, and then, you know, let's say Brian Castano beats Charlo. I don't see Brian Castano fighting him. I don't see Brian Castano fighting Fundora either. Because Brian Castano's not a powerful guy. He's a skillful guy, but he's not powerful. You know what I mean? I don't see him having... You got to have something to keep this kid away. And although Erickson Lubin has power, he has skill, I just don't think he got the dynamite that Charlo got. That's the difference. Charlo got dynamite. He got those punches that could change the trajectory of a fight. Look at you know, against Julian Jackson. He was losing that fight when they was fighting for that vacant WBC belt at 154. He was losing that fight, and then he landed a shot and then hurt the dude and then beat him. Okay, Tony Harrison fight. You know what I mean? Some people had Tony Harrison still beating Charlo. That second Tony Harrison fight, but Charlo put a right couple shots together, and it changed the trajectory of that fight. You know what I mean? I think he dropped Tony Harrison multiple times in that fight. You know, the first Lubin fight, Charlo landed an uppercut to Lubin's neck and dropped that boy. You know what I mean? Rosario dropped him. You know what I mean? Multiple times. So Charlo got dynamite in his hands. You know what I'm saying? So I think he got something that, you know, if they were to fight, could change the trajectory of the fight. I don't see Fundora getting up if he get hit with something. You know what I mean? That's just what it boils down to. You know, Fundora would literally have to use his height and length against Charlo, and, you know, fight smart and avoid that power. You know what I mean? That's what I feel. But I ain't taking nothing away from Fundora. I mean, he's solid. He cold, man. He cold. I ain't really know that much about him. That boy cold, man. I just knew it was this tall dude. I was like, man, he ain't. When I first seen him, I was like, man, who the hell is, man, this boy gonna get stopped? You know, because you see certain athletes come in boxing, you just like, man, this dude gonna get washed. But no, this dude, he here to stay. You know what I mean? Great fighter. Where does Erickson Lubin go from here? I mean, Erickson Lubin going to go back to the drawing board, man. To me, he's kind of in that J-Rock realm. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, because J-Rock, you know, tried to make a comeback. You know, tried to reinvent himself. I think J-Rock had got another coach at some point. You know, but just was never able to be that same fighter. So I think Lubin is still a good fighter. Excuse me. I still think Lubin can be a champion. It's just he's going to have to start all over. He's going to have to start all over and really work or go up to 160. You know what I mean? I won't say he's not a great fighter. You know, I think Lubin just he makes technical errors in fights. You know what I mean? And in this boxing game, you got to be smart. It's chess, not checkers. You know what I mean? I mean, like, even me, I make those mistakes at times where you want to let your nuts hang. You know what I'm saying? You may be in there with a guy, and you know, you like, man, I ain't no punk. You know what I mean? So you do want you to stand there and fight. So you like, if I'm gonna fight, what's up? You know what I mean? I struggle with that from time to time as well. I stand there and what's up? Let's go. Because I want to prove it. I'm tougher than you. I'm a dog. You know what I mean? I think that's what Lubin struggles with as well. And the difference between a good fighter and a great fighter is they don't get caught up in the mind games. You don't get caught up in the other opponent's games. You know, boxing is chess, not checkers. And I felt like Fundora just outsmarted him and outclassed him this fight. You know what I mean? So, I think maybe Lubin, if he go up to 160, you know, maybe he can try to campaign up there and, you know, just do something different. You know, I mean, his career's definitely not over. You know what I mean? He got, 2 losses? His first loss was to Charlo. He started over, built himself back up, you know? So I don't think his career is over. He just gonna have to, it's gonna be a tougher road this go around, you know what I mean? And that's why I say if he stay at 54, his road gonna be tougher. If he go up to 160, he might be able to make some stuff shake. You know what I mean? There's a lot more opportunities up there for him. Maybe, you know, he could reinvent himself up there. You know, most people may say, how he gonna reinvent himself when he at 154, a lighter weight class, and he getting clipped and he getting knocked out at 54. And I see that. But sometimes people just need a new opportunity. You know, sometimes people need a new opportunity, and, you know, maybe a new weight class will help him, get to where he want to get to. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that helps. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Maybe he need to do something different in his training. I don't know. You know, I think Kevin Cunningham is a great coach. I think he's the coach for Lubin. I just think Lubin has to. He just needs that opportunity again. You know what I mean? But that opportunity needs to be him fighting smart. You know what I mean? And not getting caught up. You know, like I said, I can identify with that because I struggle with that at times in fights. You know, you want to let your nuts hang. You know what I mean? You like, what's up? You know? And you can't do that in boxing all the time. You may be able to do that with some guys. You may be able to outwork them, dog them and all that, but you can't do that all the time. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. What's next for Erickson Lubin? Do y'all think Charlo will fight Fundora? Do you think Castano will fight Fundora? What y'all think of the fight? Was it a fight of the year, or was it a great fight? You know, y'all let me know. Boss gone.